Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Midweek War! It is me, Mad Mike, and we are here to talk some NXT. With me, as advertised, is the one and only Sorgatron. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. I got nothing for you. I got nothing else for you. I used all my splendor in 205 Live.
Okay. All right. That was anticlimactic. Thank you, Sorg. All right, so we're here to talk some NXT. So, Sorg, you know how we do here. What is your one word for NXT?
My one word for NXT was boom, as in boom in your face.
My one word for NXT was
All right, let's get it. All right, let's get into this. We'll get into that. I think we're gonna add the same thing actually.
All right, well, Sorg, let's start off with the positive. What is your good this week for NXT?
My God, Oney Lorcan and that guy from the British thing,
Danny Burch.
Danny Burch is like, I saw the two of them come out. I'm like, that's one of those things where you're like, yeah, I'm kind of watching. And like, I saw the two of them come in. I'm like, oh, hello.
Me too.
Oh, you set up and you just put the dog down and you just say, oh, something's going to happen here. And it happened. And I loved like the callbacks to what happened between Lorcan and Tommy during that thing. It was pretty great, and that was the damn highlight of the whole thing.
Easily, far and away.
By the way, I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling through it. And it's just so weird to see Marty Bell on the WWE.com. I'm just like, she's the one that explained to me what the chest flex was weird handshake was about.
Okay. Did he stink palm you?
No, it's something else I'll explain to you after the show.
Okay, works for me. But yeah, my good this week is also going to go to that match, but more specifically, it's going to go to the aftermath of that match, where they shake hands, and then Danny Burch says one more time.
This is the moment that I wait for all the time with NXT. These are the moments where I see something not new, but like those shining star moments. We've gotten tons of them from Oney Lorcan. We're getting that with Danny Burch, who got short-stopped a little bit, it felt, with the United Kingdom tournament, of course. So, no, it's amazing.
Sorg, I really hope that one more time is in Brooklyn. I'm so hopeful.
I think it'd be a great Brooklyn.
I'm so hopeful that I'm going to get to see that live. I really, really want that to be a thing.
Absolutely.
Like, and let's throw a stipulation on it. Let's throw 2 out of 3 falls on that. Just please throw 2 out of 3 falls on that one for me. William Regal, I know you listen. Bill Regal, how you doing, buddy? 2 out of 3 falls, that beast. Please. Let me just see those two angry bald men just beat the piss out of each other. That's all I want to say. Just 2 angry bald men in black trunks just beating the piss out of each other. That'll be great. Say the dog agrees.
Yep, absolutely.
Sorg, not every show is perfect. We know this. What was your bad this week for NXT?
I really don't. I'm trying, and I'm a fan of Killian Dane. He showed some stuff in that match. But, man, they did not get me to care about Drew McIntyre yet.
Not even close.
Not even close. I hope Bobby Roode changes that, but, jeez. I'm more interested in him than I was before, but how do you multiply 0? With this guy.
Sorg, I have a question. Now, I know this was the Battle of the Undefeateds. Okay?
Right.
That's what they build it as.
Yeah.
And I should have done the research before this. How many singles matches have both Drew McIntyre and Killian Dane had? Because I think it's under 10.
I think on TV.
Yeah, on TV. I'm not counting house shows.
I think on TV it's under 5.
Yeah. Each.
Like if that.
Yeah,
like,
I think Drew's probably had 3.
It's more 3-ish each, I feel.
Because Drew has not been on a takeover.
No.
Killian Dane has been in tag matches, I think, on a takeover.
And those don't count.
Like, this isn't like Asuka going against Bobby Roode, which, by the way, I'd be all for. But like, you can't really claim a battle of the undefeateds when you have like 7 undefeated people on your roster.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's just without me.
I mean, but either way, you're just like, hey, none of these guys have been beat and they've both been active for the past 3 months, and I mean, it puts a stipulation on it that should make it feel a little bit more, and you know.
But here's
it's not that the match was bad.
No, I'm not saying anything about the match quality.
Drew McIntyre isn't talented. You know, same with Roddy is super talented, but it's just. You know, it just hasn't caught my attention like an Oney Lorcan has. You know,
yeah, exactly. Like NXT's just focusing on the wrong fucking people.
Yeah. But it's also these people find their places, and you have we got this thread because we're going to do this thread, and if this doesn't get over, then if this flops on a takeover, then we're moving on to the next guy. But they see something in them they think will do well. So, we'll see.
How much more into would you be Oney Lorcan versus Bobby Roode?
I'd be into it. I don't know how well the promos and such are going to be, but the match is going to be killer.
Okay, then I'll give you another option. And the one who I think, because TakeOver, Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Roode doesn't scream TakeOver Brooklyn to me. It doesn't.
No, not at all.
It doesn't.
On paper right now, looking at TakeOver, this match is not the main event.
Yeah, I think it gets changed.
Mm-hmm.
I think it gets changed.
Well, I was gonna say just it's not last.
Well, oh no, it's gotta be last.
If it continues, it's not gonna be last.
It's gotta be last. There's nothing else it can be.
Could be whatever Asuka does. They could build something with Asuka. We have a few weeks of runway here. They could build something with Asuka that's way more interesting than this, and I mean, but
we're getting Ember Moon. That's where we're getting.
And I'm all for the Ember Moon party.
That's actually gonna be my bad this week.
It's Ember Moon?
Yeah. Like, I've seen Athena on Up Up Down Down. She seems like a very nice girl. She's talented in the ring. This character is not her. They needed to just reboot her completely and maybe have her come back and just be Athena. Be her own thing.
Right.
Because honestly, the Ember Moon character is underwhelmed at every step of the game.
As the character. But she's been great in the ring, but Ember Moon as a character has underwhelmed.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like Roderick Strong.
Well, I think what happens is, how many times have we gotten the full-on crazy character and then it settles into what it's going to be, right? Like, hey, here's the fully made-up, super glamorous or super gimmicky thing we're presenting you as, and you settle into, yeah, I'm that thing, but I'm kind of also me too. And that's where we find our strides with some of these characters. And again, we've talked about this before on the show. She just hasn't reached that point yet, and I think it's inevitable.
I don't think it is. I don't think we're ever going to get to that point. I think they're just going to put the belt on her, and then she's going to turn heel.
No, I don't feel so.
Yeah, I think so, because we have a lot of women coming in from the Mae Young tournament.
Yes, but I would say that landscape could go anyway by the time that happens.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know.
The landscape can flip real quick.
This is the first time that I'm looking at what potentially is going on for TakeOver, and I am not amped at all by it.
Right.
Because I don't know.
It's kind of like, oh wait, this is the big one, But
yeah, this is supposed to be the big one. This was,
and it's supposed to start shaping up now, which it has with this title match. So
yeah, I still don't think Because let me ask you a question, Sorg. Because I don't think Ciampa's ready. I think he's still injured. What does Johnny Gargano do at TakeOver?
I don't fear for Johnny, because I think they're just gonna. I mean, they're gonna pair him up with somebody that's just gonna do a killer match. I don't know who that is. Hell, I think maybe even Johnny and Roddy might be worth seeing.
Oh no, I don't want to see that. Because they're two baby faces.
Right. And
Johnny is basically a better version of Roderick Strong.
I feel like what we end up in is a Sammy versus Shinsuke situation.
No, this is completely different.
It's not going to be as good as that, the spectacle of Shinsuke coming in. But I feel like that, let's just see these two guys go, kind of situation. Like some kind of competitive spirit thing. There's not going to be anything more than that, I feel, going into it. So I think they pair him with somebody, and they just, with the reasoning of, you do a kick-ass match. Hopefully Tommaso's well enough to kind of start coming back soon, so maybe there'll be a little bit of an attack afterwards.
I hope your theory is right, and he's just lying in wait. I
think Tommaso pops up at SummerSlam weekend. Easy.
All right. Okay. Sorg, what's your change for NXT this week?
Ooh, my change. I just thought of something that kind of fascinated me, but I'm surprised that Benoni over there.
Yeah, I in my head I kept calling him Benino, but I know that's not it.
I keep calling him Benini.
No, I think it's Benoni.
Benoni, yeah, yes, sir, there it is. I was surprised he lost that one coming off of the Almas thing. I almost call him Estrada. I like that Almas got a lady.
Well, you know who that is, right?
No, I don't.
That's Austin Aries' girlfriend, Thea Trinidad.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. She was also, I want to say Rosita in TNA.
Was she with LAX?
Yeah.
Oh.
But see, Sorg, I don't like what they're doing with Almas.
I don't care for it.
It's the Alberto and Paige thing.
Hopefully
it is. They're arguing all the time. and he gets very violent.
Oh, that one. Okay. Let's move on from this part.
That's what it is. That's what it is, though.
Okay. Can I ask you?
Sure.
What do you think of the Street Profits so far?
We forgot to talk about them last week.
No, it was a segment. It was whatever. I was just like, oh, all right.
I mean, it's Angelo Dawkins. It's double headband Angelo Dawkins.
Good for him for getting a new gimmick.
Hey, you know what? I look at them like they're the Staten Island Crime Time. They're not exactly Brooklyn. They're a couple boroughs below that. But
that's a New York area joke that the rest of us don't get.
Yes, it is. It's very suburban. Their segments are fun.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're gonna do in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
But do they look like guys who can beat the undefeated Authors of Pain? Fuck no, they don't.
No, not everybody's going to. But
someone has to, and it can't be TM61. I'm sorry, it can't be.
Where they been?
Exactly. No, they're injured. One of them's injured.
Well, they share the same space, so.
But it feels like they're just waiting until TM61 come back. I'm sorry, no one gave that much of a fuck about TM61 to begin with.
They were good, but they kind of have, I guess, the Roddy issue.
Exactly, because they look exactly like Roddy.
Ooh,
but NXT has a lot of medium build white guys with short hair.
Ooh, like Ring of Honor.
Shut up, Sorg. Yes, like Ring of Honor.
It is.
Like Nigel.
It is a lot.
That Ring of Honor.
Like there's a time where Ring of Honor, I'm just like, I think, what was it? Roderick Strong and the guy that's always with Davey Richards, Eddie Edwards.
Eddie Edwards, yeah.
Yeah. Didn't know the difference.
Nope, I still don't know.
For a while. And
yeah, it took me a long time to understand the difference between Davey and Roddy. Davey and Eddie.
It took Roddy and Davey Richards to come to IWC and work a show with them on camera, and I didn't do a match with them, but to be like, oh, this one's Davey Richards. Okay, all right. like that problem I have. Like I can't tell the prophet or not the prophets, the Authors of Pain apart, right? Can't tell the Usos apart. I didn't know Matt and Jeff apart until a little bit later, right?
I have a feeling that's not That last one's not real.
Matt and Jeff?
Yeah.
No, that was real shit.
You didn't know who was Matt and who was Jeff?
Not like in the Brood era.
Oh, okay, I did.
That's, you know.
So you were JR. You got confused with Edge and Christian too, didn't you?
No, Edge and Christian were easy.
Okay. But yeah, I mean,
but the Dudleys were troublesome.
Now let's see which one's Big Dick.
Oh, especially that era. You have no idea.
Hey, that's not true.
Any one of them could have been.
Always knew who Dances with Dudley was.
That's true too.
Always knew who Dances with Dudley was.
Oh boy, it's so confusing to go back and watch ECW when you didn't the first time go around.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
WCW for different reasons. Anyways,
okay.
I didn't change anything. I guess I just talked about everything.
Yeah. All right. My change. I would change the entire NXT booking philosophy.
I would just wholesale flip the script.
Yeah, no. All right. You want to hear my change? Like, this is what I would build toward at TakeOver. All right, you ready? Ruby Riott versus Asuka. Johnny Gargano versus Bobby Roode. Cassius Ohno versus Hideo Itami, which we might be getting. The Authors of Pain, Sanity, and Heavy Machinery in a triple threat tag match. And Oney Lorcan versus Danny Burch again. And 2 out of 3 falls. That's my TakeOver. Book it. Book it, Sorg. That is my TakeOver. Sorg, did you go away?
No, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here. I just got a question and that people were messaging me certain questions.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Interesting. Hi.
Hi. So were you listening to my booking?
I did the booking and something and Danny Burch, which
okay. I will say it again because you were distracted via the phone. Here's my change. The entire change of philosophy. Ruby Riott versus Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Gargano versus Bobby Roode.
Mm-hmm.
Cassius Ohno versus Hideo Itami, which it looks like we're getting, but not at TakeOver, which is weird. Heavy Machinery, Sanity, and the Authors of Pain in a triple threat tag match. And Oney Lorcan versus Danny Burch, 2 out of 3 falls. That's my TakeOver. That's what I do. Sorg, stop looking at your phone.
Brandon's word is undefeated.
Who?
Brandon. Brandon's in the chat on YouTube.
Oh, okay. And who said who's undefeated?
He says his word is undefeated.
Oh, well, okay. Excellent. Even though one of them is defeated now.
Heyo.
And by the way, Killian Dane is the fusion attempt of Jon Snow and Sam from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
He is. Look at him again. He looks like he just left the Night's Watch. It's pretty bad. All right, Sorg. Where do you rank NXT this week?
Number 2. The good was really, really good to outweigh the mess, which put it just slightly above 205 Live.
Okay. I put number 3. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch couldn't save it for me.
Oney and Burch is like my top 3 highlights in wrestling this week.
It's one of my top 3. Yeah, I'll say that.
Yeah. So there you go.
But yeah, all right. So Sorg, where can the good people on the internet find you?
SorgatronMedia.com. Sorgatron on the Twitters and the Instagrams.
Excellent. You can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also go to @MayhemShow. Look for the hashtag MM for when I live tweet things such as Lucha Underground, and occasionally I'll throw something about NXT on there. All right. So we'll catch you next time on the Midweek War.